Good morning. So welcome to week 10. We are getting closer and closer to the end of the semester. It's flying by. So for this particular week, you are actually going to be reading chapters 19 and chapter 20. So if you go to your week 9 and 10 module under the content button, you will scroll down and you'll see all of your chapter 19 assessments. Chapter 19 deals with heart disease. Looking at the different risk factors, things that increase the likelihood of maybe suffering a heart attack or a stroke or congestive heart failure or something of that nature that deals with that disease, and ways that we can prevent. Also, it takes a look at some of the numbers. What should your blood pressure be? What should your cholesterol numbers be as far as your LDLs and your HDLs and your triglycerides and all that good stuff. So that's what chapter 19 deals with. Chapter 20 gets into vitamins. So you're going to look at the 14 known vitamins. Note that all of those vitamins are broken down into two categories. You have your fat-soluble vitamins and your water-soluble vitamins. And you're also going to be doing a poster board on a vitamin this week, which I'll go over in just a minute. But as far as your MindTap assessments, so chapter 19, you've got your pre-test. You've got your case study here. You have a closer look assignment. You have your global nutrition watch, and then your post-learning assessment. Also, for chapter 20, you have your pre-test, you have your case study, you have another diet and wellness skill building exercise about vitamin C. You have a closer look exercise about vitamin D deficiencies, and then your global nutrition watch. And if you go down, you got to load more. At the bottom, you'll see your post-learning assessment as well. Okay, so chapter 19 and 20, those are all the MindTap assessments that you're taking this week. In addition to that, you do have a vitamin poster board. So if you go under the content button and you go down to the very bottom, it says vitamin and mineral poster board scoring rubric. So if you open that up, you will see two documents. You have the scoring rubric, and then you have your poster board assignments. So some of you are probably wondering, what vitamin am I going to get? So if you download this particular page, you will see that I have all the 14 vitamins listed there, and then I put your name beside each. Okay, so there's different names beside each vitamin. That would be your assigned vitamin. I didn't put last names because we all have different first names in the class. So just going by your first name, you'll see that the first four, A, D, E, and K, have two names beside them. That does not mean that you're working together on this. That just means we have more than 14 people in the class. So I had to double up and give a couple different people the same vitamin. So you're each doing your own poster board on your own, and you're submitting that in your assignments box. So those are the assignments. So you know exactly which vitamin you're going to be presenting, or not presenting, but making a poster board about. Then if you look at the rubric, this will tell you what you need to be putting on your poster board. So first of all, I want to point out the proper size. Okay, so this poster has to be at least a 22 by 28, so it's large enough. But then also some things that we want to see on it are the RDA, so what is recommended. And again, if you go to chapter 20 in your textbook, you'll find all the information that you need for your particular vitamin. In addition to that, I want you to identify functions of your vitamin, consequences of deficiency, so if we do not get enough of it, what physical issues might occur. And then if we overdose, are there any consequences of overdosing on my vitamin? Then you're going to list some basic food sources of it. And then you're going to identify what you would have to eat in one day to meet your recommended dietary allowance. So for example, if you need 75 milligrams a day of vitamin C, in your textbook, there's a table that provides a bunch of different foods that are sources of vitamin C, and it tells you how much of that food gives you a certain amount of vitamin C. So what I'd like you to do is kind of take a normal day and put together some different foods that you might actually eat in a day and how much of each one to total what that RDA is. Okay, so you might have 4 or 5 or more even different foods listed over the course of the day, and then how much of that food you would have eaten and how much vitamin C it provides. And we want that to total 100% of what you actually need. So try to be, try to make it so it's doable. You know, don't put things on there that people definitely wouldn't eat. Try to make it look like, hey, this is all you really have to eat to make your RDA. And you'll find that in a lot of cases, we don't have to eat a whole lot to meet the requirements for our vitamins. Next part, you're going to share some other interesting facts. This is where I encourage you to research, get online, go to some reputable sites, and find out some more information regarding your vitamin that is not listed in your textbook. And that's what you're going to put on your poster board. Maybe it's a study, you know, an interesting study that was posted regarding your nutrient. And then lastly, we want it to be creative. Notice that a lot of the points are just being creative. This is a poster board that, say, we would probably post out in the hallway at Delta, for example. So we want it to be creative. We want it to catch someone's eye as they walk by. You can put pictures on it. You can do cutouts from magazines, but make it just eye-catchy, you know, something that we're going to definitely look at and want to, you know, it's going to pull us in and want us to read more about what you have to say. So that's the breakdown of the points as far as that vitamin poster board. So if you have further questions on that, feel free to contact me. But what you're going to do once you've created that poster, then you're going to take a nice picture of it and you're going to submit that picture under the assignments button, okay, under vitamin poster board. Okay, so you're going to put it right in there and that's where I'm going to grade it. Okay, so those are the items that are due for this particular week. If you have further questions, feel free to reach out to me and I can answer those for you. If not, have a fabulous week 10.